Hi, I'm Richie Kuty. I'm here with Texans offensive lineman Kendall Lamm.
Pleasure to be here.
How are you? With Coach Cambruzzi and Coach Hales, how have they kind of shaped you into the sort of player that you are today?
I mean, it's fitting that we're doing this interview right here. Of course, as soon as I got back, as soon as the season ended, and I come back and I touch base with my family. But I went to Crestdale. I always go see Mr. Cambruzzi. He's the one who kind of showed me that offensive line could be something that I could possibly pursue later in life. And because up until that point, I was a defensive end my entire life. So to kind of transition, and I credit him for showing me that side of the ball more and more. I was always bigger, but I enjoyed defense way more.
Now, Deshaun Watson had a great rookie year.
Right.
Devastating injury with the ACL tear. Him coming back in this year and you having your first few starts this year, were you at all nervous or worried that if you messed up and the defensive end maybe hit him the wrong way, that could have happened again?
The game that we play is a very violent game. There's going to be injuries that happen. From my standpoint, that's how I got in the game at right tackle. You hate to see Centrell, one of my teammates, one of my O-linemen go down, but it's a part of the game. But at the same time, I play offensive line. I take it very seriously to allow him to be comfortable in the pocket.
Now, young NFL career.
For sure.
Again, with the first few starts this year.
Right.
Playing some really good teams, or very good defensive teams, and all-around great pass rushing teams. I want to know, who is the best defensive player you've had to block?
It would be... It's hard for me to answer that because the way my mind works and the way I see football and the way I dissect rushers would be completely different than how you and everybody else sees it. People fail to realize, people wouldn't understand that this is our lives, but my job is to dissect each pass rusher each and every day because it's a passing league. I would say if I had to pinpoint one, of course, Von Miller. Von Miller is he's Von. DeMarcus Lawrence is very good, but he's also a different rusher. He's a power rusher, wants to get into you and disengage and try to get you off balance. So the person that I would think is the hardest would be completely different from somebody else because it all depends on our skill set. But for me, I'll tell you one who's going to be very, very good when he learns a few more moves. He is going to be phenomenal. It's Myles Garrett.
Oh, yeah.
For Cleveland. He is going to be the truth because he's got so much God-given talent, God-given strength, and he's so fast coming off the ball. When he gets a few more moves in his arsenal, he'll be very, very good.
Especially with him coming from Texas A&M, where
Exactly.
Von Miller came from.
Yep.
Free agent this year.
Right.
Is there any team that you would like to play for specifically?
No, not really. From my standpoint, it's just I tell people all the time, I graduated here in 2010. It's 2019 and I'm still playing football. It's been a blessing, man. I tell the guys, I come back and talk to Anthony, the right tackle from here, talk to the O-line all the time. I was like, if you get the opportunity to play after high school, you've done so much that some people will never get the opportunity to do. And I've been fortunate and blessed to be going in my 5th season in the NFL. When I first got there, you only get 1 to 2, especially being undrafted, you don't get many. So just the fact, I always, I try to keep it in perspective because we're playing a young man's sport, we're playing a young boy's sport, and I'm doing it at the highest level. So if any team gave me the opportunity to continue to play, I'll be very, very grateful. Houston's been amazing. It'd be nice to go back, but at the end of the day, it's going to be in God's plan.
I want to switch it to a more personal
kind
of question. Your grandmother,
right?
Very big influence on your life. Basically raised you.
Oh, she did.
And I want to know, how has she really helped you through the ups and the downs in your career, and even in just mainly all the doubts that you've had?
For sure. She just retired at age 70. That speaks for itself. My grandmother gets up every day, no matter what's put in front of her. Handles her job, handles her business, doesn't complain. I never once, I can remember in life, heard her complain through my 26 years of life, especially me being my 18 years that I lived in the house with them. She set the tone. She showed me what it is. She showed me what it is to be an older person. She showed me what it is to be in her 30s and 40s. I just learned so much from her and how to live life. that it's, in my opinion, you know, she set the foundation for me. She did. And of course, she's been going through dealing with cancer and everything. And I haven't seen, like, you would never know. Like, when I tell people that, or when they find out, you would never know. Because nothing will ever break my grandmother's spirit. I mean, she's going to be who she is regardless. And that's something that I've always held near and dear, because regardless of, you know, well, he's too this and he's too that and he's not going to be able, like, none of the outside really matters to me, because for me it's more about proving what I know and myself right, and I really could care less about what you got to say. I mean, that's just the approach I've always taken.